Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be showing you how to make my pumpkin spice banana bread muffins. Now guys, these muffins are perfect to make in the fall and make a super fun and delicious snack too. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more. Now without further ado, let's start the video. Alright guys, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. You're going to bake these at 450 for 5 minutes to start off, and it's going to give the muffins some good height. Then you're going to want to take some of this Pam olive oil spray, any cooking spray will do, and you're going to want to spray your pans just so that the muffins don't stick. Alright everybody, so we are going to start by combining all of our dry ingredients into one container so that when we do have our banana and pumpkin mixture ready to go, we can just pour it in and it's all ready. So we're going to start by taking this flour and adding 1.5 cups of flour to our bowl. Next, we're going to add the rest of our spices. So I have some cinnamon here. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Next, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of the pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice seasoning. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now, I keep my baking soda in this mason jar just because when I moved, I didn't have that much left, as you can see, and I didn't want to take the big container with me, so I just put it in here. I kind of like putting things in mason jars just because it makes it look nice and pretty and has a cute aesthetic. And last but not least, we're going to put 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I like to use Himalayan pink salts just because they're healthier and they're more natural, not as processed. But the one that I have comes from Costco and it has a little twist grater, whatever you call it, thing on the top, so it's really hard to measure. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it based on whatever else I put. So I'm just gonna eyeball it, I think. Let me put 12 twists, I guess. Alright guys, so now that we have everything in the bowl, we're just gonna lightly whisk it. It doesn't really need to be too mixed or anything, just because we are gonna put it right into the KitchenAid mixer and it will do all of the work for us. Alright guys, so the next step in this recipe is to cream the butter and the sugar together, and you can also add the mashed bananas at this stage too. So I'm going to be using my trusty KitchenAid mixer for this step, but if you don't have a mixer, you can always use a hand mixer or even just a whisk by hand will do. We're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. I used brown sugar today just because I think it adds more moisture to the muffins, and I just like using brown sugar better. I don't know. So we have 1/2 cup there. Then I melted my butter, and I'm going to add my melted butter to the mix as well. I have 1/4 cup of butter. We're going to add 2 bananas, and for this recipe you're going to want to make sure that you're using nicely browned and ripe bananas. So it should kind of look like this, have a nice smooth consistency. I'm sorry if this mixer was shaking my camera. I still need to get a nice professional camera to film with. I'm just using my phone right now on a tripod that's not made for my phone, so it might be a little shaky at times, so I apologize for that. But you know, we just gotta do with what we got, persevere through. Better times are coming, people. Better times are coming. Alright guys, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to add our pumpkin, vanilla, and egg to the mixture. So today I'm using this organic pumpkin that I bought from a health food store. I don't usually buy a lot of stuff organic. I just saw this and it was on sale and it's a fancy grade. So you know what? We're going to make these muffins fancy, okay? I have 3/4 cup of the organic pumpkin puree right here. Next, we are going to add 1 egg to the mix as well. And last but not least, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now I love vanilla, so I always usually add just a little bit extra vanilla. It says 1 teaspoon. But hey, let's do 1.5 teaspoons because, you know, we're just living life on the wild side today a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna let the KitchenAid mixer do its magic. All right, guys, so here we go. Here is the mix. It should look like this, have a nice, rich, yellowy brown kind of color going on, and it looks so good. All right, guys, so the last step that we're gonna do is we're gonna add our prepped dry mixture into our wet mixture and let the KitchenAid mix it on from there. So guys, at this point, this is the consistency that we have. I personally feel that this looks a little bit dry, so I'm going to try and add a little bit more pumpkin to the mix, because why not? And just make it a little bit more moist because we don't want dry muffins. So guys, I'm adding about a 1/4 cup more pumpkin to the mix, and we're just gonna see if that helps us out. All right, guys, so this is what the finished product looks like. You want it to be a little bit more firm, but not as firm as it was before, so that extra 1/4 cup of pumpkin definitely helped. And it's not gonna hurt the flavors. I have just a regular size muffin tray, and I do have a mini size muffin tray as well. So for the big trays, we're going to measure a 1/4 cup of the filling into each of these. And for the little one, we're just going to use a teaspoon just because it is a lot smaller than the big ones. And I think this would be the perfect measurement. So we're going to try that. All right, guys, so this is an optional addition to the muffins. I have these really cute fall sprinkles that I just love to put when I bake onto fall things. They look like this. They're little leaves. They're so cute. So I like to kind of add these on top of my muffins. Or you don't have to have any topping if you like. It's totally up to you. So I'm gonna top these all off with the sprinkles. All right, guys, so these are looking super cute and fall. So we're gonna put these pumpkin spice banana bread muffins into the oven. All right, guys, so I just put the muffins in the oven. Now remember, we do have our oven at 450 right now, and we're gonna set a timer for 5 minutes and just kind of let the muffins rise. So the timer just went off. The muffins have been in there for 5 minutes at 450. And as you can see, they have a nice height to them already. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna lower the temperature down to 350, and then we're gonna set another timer and leave those in there for 15 minutes. There we go. Start that, or until a toothpick comes out dry. All right, guys, there's about 5 minutes left. But I did take the little ones out just because I do think that they're ready and they don't need as much time as the bigger ones, obviously. Put a toothpick in and it came out nice and dry. So these ones are all finished. So I'm gonna put them on a baking sheet to let them cool until the big ones come out. So I just took these ones out of the oven as well. I'm gonna check them with the toothpick and we'll see if they're ready. Oh, turn this stupid timer off first. Looks pretty dry. So these ones are done as well. And I have these ones on the little rack cooling. I don't have an actual cooling rack yet. Gonna have to get one of those. But now I'm gonna put these ones on there as well with the little ones, let them cool for about 15 minutes, and then we will put them on a plate and see how they look. Here we go. So these are what the muffins look like when they're all done and nice and pretty on the plate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Turn on the notification bell if you want to see when I post a new video. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe and try it out for yourselves. If you do, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you like it, and I'll see you guys next time.